Perfect. Park here. Park here. Let's get some rest. Boom. We can vote for the pirate party here. Nice. I would vote for that. At this point, if we had a pirate party in America, they would totally get my vote. Which we probably have something that's equivalent to the pirate party. We've got so many different political. We've got libertarian. My God, we've got the Green Party. They're two of the more well known third party political parties. Third, whatever we want to call them. Not the big two, but libertarian. There's like two or three others that are always on the ballot. Of course, now I got to reverse out of here, don't I? But yeah, it's, oh my God, it's yeah, the Green Party. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you know, and I do have to admit that as bad as Democrats and Republicans can be, some of the ideas coming out of these other parties are just like, oh my God, are you serious? I think we have a socialist party. I don't think they're called a socialist. It might be the Green Party, or it could be the Libertarian Party. But we got one party that's, you know, you want to go back to socialist Germany. That's pretty much where this party's at right now. They managed to get one girl crazy enough to start demonstrating, and very good influence. And well, see, that's all it takes is you just get one or two people who have the gift of gab. And let's get back in here so I can see my map. Let's get that out of the way. All right, so we do want to make the left out of here. And it's like, oh my God. But yeah, I mean, George Washington said it best that, oh boy, sorry, dude, sorry, but you know, I was already pulling out that the two-party system was going to be the downfall of the United States, and so far he's not really wrong in that assessment. Because I've always, oh yeah, because that's what I want to hit was the cop right there. That was that was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. Party for Animals. They might have come up with ideas for 19 weeks every Thursday. Nice. Yeah, it's amazing, but yeah, I've always wanted to see, just for one election, that we arrange our ballots to where there's no listing of parties. There's no party listed. You just have a list of names, or you know, president, senator, representative, from what major election, local elections, nothing, absolutely no party listed. No preordained arrangements of the candidates, and just watch the chaos, the absolute chaos that would ensue when people would go to try to vote, because they are absolutely clueless on who to vote for unless there's an associated party for the candidates. It would be utter chaos at the ballots if that were to happen. But that's really what we need to happen. We need to strip away any listing of political affiliation. And we really need somehow, I don't know how to do it, but we need to force people to be educated. We need to get rid of the political campaigns, which are just absolutely ridiculous in the muckraking that they do, which really hasn't changed in America for, I don't know, the last 2 centuries. It's only gotten worse because the advent of television has made it easier to muckrake nationwide. But yeah, well, see, you know, that really is nail on the head there. It's the big money, because it was funny because was it I'm trying to think whether it was Obama's first run, or if it was his run for re-election. But there was a news blurb about how much had been spent on just running, just with the two candidates, Obama and whichever one who was running against that year. And even in the primaries, how much everybody spent in the primaries to get the nomination for each party. Just the insane amount of money that was spent just to try to win the office. I looked at that and said, you've got to be kidding me. It's like nobody absolutely running for office represents any of us. When they're spending that amount of money to try to win the election, it's like, how could any of them possibly understand or represent us? Just the guy sitting in his truck, standing up at a cash register in a retail business as their main line of work. There's absolutely no way they could possibly represent us the way we need to be represented. So that's always been the thing I've been in favor of, and that's why we need somebody to get into office, which will never happen, unfortunately, because the entire system is rigged so they can win. So the big bucks people can win. It's entirely rigged against anybody who's a true representative of the people to get in the office. It's never going to happen, but that's what we need to do, is just eliminate the ability for people to spend these obscene amounts of money on campaigning. You do that, and we might actually, at some point, it might take a few years, but at some point actually be able to get a better representation and get better people in the office. Yeah, right. They represent the people they get their money from. I mean, the first thing that has to go is the lobbying. There is absolutely no need for the political lobbying that we have in America. And that's who controls. It's not the politicians who control the country, it's the lobbyists. And that's the problem. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's something to be said for some of it, but it's gone too far down the corrupted path that any good that could have come from that concept has just been completely wiped away. And you know, I'm sure you guys can agree, it's probably not that much different, you know, over in Europe either. You know, it's the same thing over there. Harley 1506, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Much appreciated you hanging out with us today. Make bribing illegal in the U.S. Yeah, exactly. Make bribing, yeah, because it's essentially what it is. It's legalized bribing. It's just, you know, it's... And I think with Trump's election, we have seen a little bit of the back push on the whole political spectrum. I mean, because there is no way in hell that Trump should have ever been elected. I mean, just watching let's slam on the brakes here. Just watching the campaign unfold, it's like there is, because yeah, Hillary Clinton was really disliked. I can't really specify why. I just never liked her, and I just didn't like the Clintons in general, because, you know, you hear things about some of their shady dealings and stuff like that, but you don't know if it's true or not like that. But some of the things that Clinton did when he was president, I was like, no, yeah, I didn't really like that. But he does, and of course the whole Lewinsky thing was just like, no. It's like, yeah, I'll never vote for another Clinton again. Oh, Harley, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Harley. Much appreciated. I am from the Philadelphia area. I live in a suburb of Philly, I guess you could say, right along the Delaware River between Trenton and Philadelphia. Trump is a bully. Oh yeah, he's a narcissist. Trump is the dictionary perfect dictionary definition of a narcissist, which explains a lot of what he does. But the only reason he won, and it was not specifically because Clinton didn't campaign all that well in certain areas. Now, Trump certainly did that. He said the right things to the right people in the right parts of the United States. Absolutely, he did that right. But I think, but even that, there's absolutely no way he could have possibly, should have possibly won the election. Because I don't think Clinton really blew it that much. I wasn't going to vote for her after, and a lot of people like to blame Comey and the FBI stuff and all that kind of stuff on it. Yeah, sure, that had a bit to do with it. And of course, you know, everybody still loves to blame the Russians. But my whole thing is with the Russian interference is that, one, there has not been one piece of evidence to even indicate that Russian hacking or Russians were able to change votes at the voting booth. They weren't able to hack into voting booths. They weren't able to hack into the ballot process. All the Russians did was to release very unflattering information about Clinton and the Democratic Party. And if you'll notice, all this talk about Russian interference and everything like that, not one mention, not one person has ever said, well, that information was completely false. I've not yet heard once that any bit of that information that was released was actually incorrect or false information. So, blame the Russians all you want. At the end of the day, it's the political parties themselves that are to blame for the current situation we're in. And so, and the thing that got me, the thing that got me, that was the nail in the linchpin to me, was the whole railroading of Bernie Sanders. Now, I'm not necessarily, now he's a progressive. I'm not necessarily in, you know, that's more on the fringe elements. I am independent. I will vote moderate all the way. But in a couple of interviews that Bernie did, he sort of impressed me because he just did not want to get, because he was, in a couple of interviews he did, you know, the person interviewing was trying to goad him into saying certain things, trying to goad him into sort of going down the whole muckraking line, and he wouldn't go for it. He didn't want to participate in the usual shenanigans. And that sort of impressed me there. Even though I didn't necessarily agree with all the policies he would implement if he was elected. I said, you know what? If there's going to be anybody, I'm voting for Bernie. And then, of course, then we found out the DNC completely railroaded his campaign so they can get Clinton elected because the Democrats were more interested in breaking glass ceilings than actually running the country. And that's really the linchpin that did it for me. The actual email scandal and all that was kind of secondary because for me, the way I looked at the whole email scandal and Clinton's private server, it's like, well, I worked at a tech job for 4 years. And the company I worked for, the bulk of what they did was subcontracting out to the Department of Defense and the other U.S. military branches. They did a lot of networking. They did a lot of top classified stuff that I was not privy to. I just knew they were working on a lot of super secret projects, and yeah, I had no clearance, so it was like, nope, you can't do this. And so what I did, I was actually the network engineer for the office. So I was network engineer, I put in quotes, because I was completely noob at that type of thing. I just got my cert, so it's like I was basically put into a position to where put in charge of something I should have been put in charge for my lack of experience. But you know, I did 4 years of it before I ended up getting laid off because of a government shutdown. But be that as it may, you know, so this was some regular secret, top secret stuff that we were doing here, and you know, making good money off of it. So I'm thinking to myself, as this whole private server thing, email thing was unfolding, I'm saying to myself, it's like if I did that in my job, and like I said, I had no clearance, no access to any of this secret stuff, you know, so it's like, if I had a private server and I was using company email the way Clint was using company email, my ass would have been fired so fast. It would have been unbelievable. And so that was sort of the main part, was the DNC just railroading Bernie Sanders. I was like, no, absolutely not. That's ridiculous. But then the like probably the second most thing that made me disfavor Clinton was that whole email thing, is saying there was absolutely no contrition to what she did. No indication that what she did was really, really bad. I was like, forget it. It's like, I can't vote for Trump because he's just a dead plumb idiot. But there is no way in hell I'm voting for Clinton either. So that was the way I think the election was going for a lot of us typical Americans here. It's just like, I can't even say the worser of two evils, because it's that even to describe how bad the choice was for us. Oh yeah, they still are active to this day too. If he pushes his will about the immigrants, he needs to leave the USA himself too. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, the whole immigration thing is just the whole U.S. immigration thing has just been a disaster for decades too. Because again, it's the politicians wanting to politicize the thing, which yes, we do need immigration laws, but the way they're going about it is they want the votes. That's all it is. You know, they just want the votes. So they'll just do whatever they need to do to get the votes, even though it's not probably the best way to go about writing policy for this particular subject. But yeah, so I think the reason, at the end of the day, for me, I had this discussion with my sister, who's definitely been very upset at the situation that America has been in of late, and Brexit too. She lives in England, so she's got so she's got it from both ends. She's got the whole Brexit situation, and of course she's got this situation here, because technically she is still a U.S. national. So she's been having a lot of fun, sarcastically speaking. But to me, the way I saw the 2016 election unfold was just America kicking back at the political situation, and that's really the only reason I was sort of I did not want. Like I said, it's the worser of two evils. It's like neither one candidate was an ideal choice. But the fact that Trump won, the only reason I was sort of pleased that Trump had won was that because it sort of gave a little kick into the nether regions to the political establishment. That was really the only, I think, the only bonus of Trump winning the election. Because like I said, he's a narcissist, and he's sort of the political outsider, but he's just, the last two and a half years have really shown that it's just been Comedy Central in our political system here. But I think it's just that pushback that people like me just got so fed up at this point of the way the political situation is in America. We just needed to give the big middle finger to all the lobbyists, to all the politicians, to all the special interest groups that sort of have been running the country up to this point, saying, you know what, big middle finger, screw y'all. So, it's just, I don't know. If he ends up winning, is this the way station? Yeah. If he ends up winning in 2020, again, I thought there was no possible way for him to win in 2016. In 2020, there is absolutely no way a Democrat is not winning the White House. So if Trump ends up winning again in 2020, I don't know what I'm going to do. I will be so mind blown that it's just, I don't know. I absolutely don't know what will happen in this country if Trump ends up winning re-election. But I think it all hinged on Biden. 38 tons. There we go. Yes, thank you. I think, because it's funny now, if we look at the situation now, the election situation now, for the 2020 campaign, it's basically the inverse of what it was for 2016. Oh shit, I gotta go this way. So in 2016, we basically had two choices for Democrat. We had Bernie and we had Clinton. And of course, we really only had Clinton, as it turned out. But on the Republican side, we just had dozens upon dozens of these people trying to run for office. One of which, of course, was the Jersey governor, Chris Christie, which I thought would have been another hilarious choice if he had actually been able to get the nomination. But now we see things just opposite. Now we see all these Democrats trying to throw their hat in the ring, and basically the Republicans, it's going to be Trump. There's no doubt about it. As much as the Republicans probably should at least try to put somebody to run against Trump in the primaries, it's just going to end up being Trump. So I think, had Biden not thrown his hat in the ring, it actually would have possibly have given Trump a good chance of winning re-election. But I think with Biden throwing his hat in the ring now, he's likable enough, and I think he's moderate enough that he's just going to win in a landslide. Because how can we really deal with another 4 years of Trump? And everybody else, it's like, again, there's just far too many choices on the Democrat side that you have to dig in to see what their platform is, what they want to accomplish, what they want to do, to really make an educated choice that the typical American, myself included, I'm not going to spend that much time. I don't want to spend that much time learning about all these different candidates. So I think for this election, I'm going to have to throw my hat into the Biden ring there and see what happens. But hey, you never know. You still got another few months before things really kick into gear. So we shall see. Or actually, no, because it's November 2020, right? Yeah. So we got about a year. So anything can happen in a year. Maybe a small miracle will happen and we'll actually get a decent candidate to vote for. But we'll see. I just laugh anymore because you have to laugh. You have to laugh because it's so ridiculous anymore. The political situation. That's why I just want to. This is where I just want to live out here in the desert or in the mountains. I wouldn't mind living up in the Rockies somewhere. Mountain cabin, a little ranch out there, out in the middle of nowhere. Just sit on my back porch, watching the horses graze. That's my ideal thing. Yeah, I'm not. I'm going to wreck here if I stay in that view. But we'll see. We'll see. One day, maybe America will get some common sense, and maybe one day we'll actually get some people in office who are really. Wow, he's kind of flying low. He is flying kind of low there. Well, to one day to clean up the friggin' mess we got right now. But anyway, that's that, right? That's that. Thank you, everyone who has decided to stick through my little diatribe there. I just find it so amusing. Like, people say don't talk politics, but I just find it so amusing. Like I said, I'm no pundit. I'm no expert. You know, I'm just a guy sitting here trying to make ends meet, you know, grinding out the job 5 days a week. A job I don't particularly, you know, I'm satisfied with, I think I could say, but I don't particularly enjoy. I'd rather be doing something else. But I just got to look at it and just shake my head. It's like, hey, this is where 2 centuries of American democracy have led us at the end of the day. Oy. The pendulum has swung, and one day it'll start swinging back again. All right, we are in Burns. We got Oregon already? Get out of here. I've talked my way through Oregon already. Wow. How did I do that? So we are in Burns. Where am I? Where? I love the sat nav here. It's like, no, go this way. No, go that way. How about I just stay in the lane I'm at? Take a look at Burns here. Ooh, are we stopping? Are we stopping? All right, that dude just disappeared. He just disappeared. Where'd he go? Wow, that was interesting. I guess Burns is the Bermuda Triangle of Oregon. Because that tanker just literally up and vanished at the light. But yeah, how about we talk some trucking, eh? Looking forward to 135. I have a feeling that's going to be out in the next couple of weeks at the most. We're going to have some exciting, hopefully exciting streams then, both for ATS and ETS2. I'm definitely looking forward to the new special transport routes in ETS2. I was hoping we'd get a couple more here, because I think right now, well, we got 1 or 2 in Oregon of the special transport jobs. Because I did the one from Pendleton. Are you gonna yield? Are you gonna yield? Are you gonna? He's not gonna yield. Oh crap! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh Lou! Alrighty then. Yeah, stupid drivers. What we were talking about earlier. Stupid drivers. There you go. A quirk of the AI mirrors real life all too well. But yeah, it's nice. We'll get some new trailers here we can own. We'll get some new roads, which is exciting. We'll finally get some new roads here to really start filling out ATS here, which is nice. We know Utah. Well, we know Washington is coming. Probably within another... I would venture to say we're going to get Washington by the end of June. Because I get the feeling that they want to get Utah out before the end of the year. So I think we are going to see Washington release in June. And then we'll have Utah. I don't have to turn here right now. We're still going straight. Then we'll have Utah probably by November, which will be nice. 2 states this year. And as long as they can, in the in-between patches, the more smaller patches, if they can keep adding to the road density here in ATS, we'll really have some nice driving to do out here. Because again, I just love the countryside we got out here. Just be able to drive this, because God knows how long it'll be before we can get out here again as a family, out into this part of America and check everything out. Like I said, I want to get to the girls out to the Grand Canyon, Painted Desert, the Petrified Forest, Meteor Crater. These are just phenomenal sights to see out here. And maybe even get to Washington, Walla Walla. Go visit the cousins in Walla Walla, Washington. Bergevin Lane Vineyards. That's what I'm looking forward to in Washington. I'm so hoping we have Walla Walla, and we've got a winery to deliver to, because then I could say that's our winery right there. Walla Walla, Washington, Bergevin Lane Vineyards, baby. We are the staple. So that'll be kind of exciting. I'm looking forward to Washington just for that aspect of it. But yeah, it'll be and one thing I actually wanted to start doing already was do a travel log, a YouTube series travel log of my area here around the Philadelphia area, maybe go out to Hershey too, since we do that on a regular basis. Of sort of like a wish list of things I would like to see if we ever get to Pennsylvania in my lifetime here in the game, saying, hey, SES, you got to have this. You gotta have this road here. You gotta have this landmark. So like I said last night when I was doing Train Simulator, the Philadelphia Trenton line. There were some spot on things that they had there. They said, yeah, that looks pretty damn familiar. But the one thing they were missing was across the Delaware River was the Trenton Makes Bridge. Because back in the day, I guess this is from the 50s, 60s, maybe even the 70s. Because it was funny, because this was even mentioned on a Doctor Who episode, a Tom Baker Doctor Who episode. Back in the 70s. So yeah, this was probably from the 50s and 60s that Trenton got this reputation of everything worldwide, any major product or construction. So I forgot exactly what it was, but the point being that if Trenton made it, it was sold somewhere out there in the world. Worldwide's, countries worldwide were buying things that were made in Trenton, essentially. So this is where the whole concept of Trenton Makes the World Takes came from, and it was put on this bridge that crosses the Delaware River between Trenton and Morrisville. And it's an iconic bridge, a very iconic bridge. But it was even mentioned in this Doctor Who episode, back from the 70s with Tom Baker as the Doctor, when he had K9. K9 as a traveling companion. In one episode, I don't even know if I'm going the right direction right now. Let me check this here. Yep. So we're heading through Bend. God, I don't even. I'm looking at the time here. I might not be able to finish this job today. Dang it. But man, this Doctor Who episode, as I recall, somebody, one of the characters had asked the Doctor about K9, about where he got K9, or so. It boiled down to the fact, where did this mechanical doll come from? And the Doctor responded, "Oh, they're made in Trenton." That's where they all come from. To that effect, that Trenton makes the world takes. Well, K9 was actually manufactured in Trenton, New Jersey. So I always got a kick out of that, because at the time, of course, I lived in Trenton. So I always got a little kick about that line, saying, "Hey, even Doctor Who knows Trenton, New Jersey, my hometown." So that's one of the things. So I'm going to do this travel log, showing some landmarks, just traveling down some of the roads that really should be included in the game, because they are major roads for trucking. So hopefully I can. Probably what I'm going to have to wait to do is wait till Aaron gets out of school, because what's going to end up happening is that these will be day trips on my day off, and with Aaron out of school, she can sort of do the camera while I'm driving, because me trying to do a camera and driving probably would not turn out too well at the end of the day. What do we got going on here? So just hop in the car, start driving. Aaron will do the camera work, and what I'll end up doing see, now that makes sense. A little fender bender there. Unlike that fender bender out in the middle of the desert where we had no idea what the guy could have hit. So I'll end up doing a voiceover commentary in post-production of the various things. So hopefully we can get that started by start getting some videos up by the end of June for our American Truck Simulator travel log. So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for that as well. Let's stop here. Do this. Matter of fact, if anybody is interested, because all my streams, and I do a oh my God, I can't spell, for God's sakes, YouTube. Oh my God. YouTube. There we go. Thank you. I also do American Truck and European Truck career profile videos specifically for YouTube. It's a different profile from what I'm using now. This is sort of my live streaming, just tooling around profile. I do like a career type profile, trucking adventures in both American Truck and Euro Truck Simulator on YouTube. They're YouTube specific. So you can catch those out on my YouTube channel. I finally got a couple new episodes up this past week, because we've been trucking so much for the European World the Truck Racing Championship event. So I've sort of been lagging behind. I also do a career profile for the original ATS too, but that one's a little bit more sporadic, because what I do, the career profile one, I want to try to do every week for each game. But of course, like I said, that depends on anything else that's going on. But I want to try to get back to weekly episodes for those two, and then do a little bit more of the ETS as well, just for nostalgia's sake. I kind of like going back into that one for nostalgia. But unfortunately, like I said, time runs out on me. I don't always get a chance to do episodes for that one. Oh my God, here. Am I really going to make it by Sunday afternoon? At this point, I don't know, because we're going to have to rest again soon. We should be due for a rest pretty soon here. That's not what I want. Yeah, 3 hours. I got to rest in 3 hours here. Jesus! Dude, you want your nice little Nice little sports car smashed. Idiots. Unless, of course, I just ran a light or something like that because I wasn't paying attention. Then that would make me the idiot, wouldn't it? Here's our garage. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. We just passed our garage in Bend here. There it is. Here's our trucking headquarters right here in Bend. So where are we at here? Let's take a look. I gotta give my arms a rest because I'm actually gonna have to end the stream here in a couple of minutes, unfortunately. Because, like I said, we gotta get Erin to track practice today, and unfortunately, she has to be there by 11, which means we gotta leave by 10:15. God, we are almost there too. Jesus. Oh, look, we got 2 hours left to go. So I won't have to rest because I should, well, theoretically speaking, as the crow flies, I should have an hour left before I have to rest. But with traffic and stuff like that, just ran the sports car off the altitude. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I just feel like giving the AI a little bit of a nudge off the road there. That may happen on a stream or two on occasion here. Dang it! All right, let's get going here. So I'm just see if I can get this job finished here. Once we can get out of Bend here and get back on the highway, we should go a little bit faster. Because 2 hours is, I'm trying to think here, probably about maybe 10 minutes. I might be able to squeeze 10 minutes out of this. Let's see. Squeeze another 10 minutes out of this one. This is actually one of our longer streams. If I had actually gotten started on time today, it wouldn't have been a problem. I got started about 15 minutes late today, so that's the killer. All right, let me get in here because I gotta make sure I'm going the right way here. So we definitely do not want to get lost right now. Dude, oh crap, I'm gonna have to stop. This guy's got me. Oh, thank you. Somebody was kind enough to let the poor truck driver in. But yeah, so hopefully within the next weekend or two, we'll be able to start showing off some of the new features of 135 in both this and what's this, road closed to Portland? I didn't see that. What was that all about? Show off some of those new features. Like I said, probably the first thing we're going to do for ETS2 will be to do one of the new special transport routes in the Baltic states. But yeah, we'll pick up with some of the new trailers, see if we can find something interesting to haul with those. What? What is this guy doing? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to maintain some distance here between the AI because it's really getting loopy now. And I don't know what they're smoking up here in Oregon, but it's let's see what nope. We got 2.5 hours. Okay. So that puts us 10:15 before we have to rest. Let's see where our destination is here. We got 1:46. So, this might work out. This might actually work out here. There's some road construction. All right. Where are we at? We're at 55 here. Okay. If I can get up to 55. But speaking of ETS, we will be back tonight as well. at some point. I'm not sure the exact time. It just depends on when track gets over, when we eat dinner and all that kind of stuff. Sort of get the kids settled down. Battery H, hey Battery! Battery H in the house. Another wonderful, wonderful trucker here. He does his trucking Saturday mornings. So be sure to check out Battery H as well. But yeah, we'll be back in Euro Truck 2 tonight. Not sure what I'm going to do tonight, whether I'm going to do a heavy haul or a long haul. I guess it's going to end up depending on how much time I've got to stream. When I get started, how much time I got. So we'll be back tonight just to get some ETS2 love in. At least get a third stream on this weekend, because this is kind of what I want to do with my two secondary channels here. This channel here, which is my dedicated sim channel, and my Real Millennium Group channel, which is my dedicated Extra Life fundraising channel. My main channel, of course, is BJ Weiler, where I do my MMO gaming, my indie gaming, and my single player and classic gaming. What I want to try to do with Real Millennium Group in this channel is get the stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, at least once in each channel. So make these my weekend stream channels, and do BJ Weiler like Monday through Thursdays as our MMO gaming, and as real life allows, actually throw in some single player and classic gaming as well. Which would be on the weekends as well, channel BJ Weiler. So I'm really trying to load up my weekends here, if you can't tell. Oh, all right. I'll have to check that out when I'm not driving, Taz. As you know what will happen if I try to look at that now. But yeah, yeah, unfortunately, just the way real life is working with my weekend schedule now, it's like it's cut out so much of my potential stream time. I have to do essentially split streams, as a stream in the morning, then come back and stream later on in the afternoon, in the evening for a couple hours. I can only do a couple hours at the time. Oh my God, if I'm stuck behind these guys all the way into I think it's Eureka I'm going to. This is going to be highly irritating. It's going to put me, so we still got about an hour and a half before I need to rest. Are we 55? Oh, I need lights. Let's turn some lights on. And having to do 55 isn't doing me any favors here either. All right, so let's lock that cruise control in and give this. All right, where are we? Albany. Okay. Of course, now as soon as I lock in cruise control, I have to slow down. All right, get on me. Oh crap, too fast, too fast, too fast. There we go. All right, let's lock cruise back in here, because this will give us accelerating time. Another beautiful sunset here, this time in Oregon. I want to say this was a fun trip. This is a pretty fun trip, pretty decent trip here. No cargo damage, but again, I would have loved to have gotten cargo damage, because that would just Salem. Here we go. Okay, yeah, Salem. That's where we want. That's where we're headed. Oh, slow down here so I can get this back here. Oh yeah, we were there. We made it. We made it. We completed the trip. Because as you can see, how exactly would you be able to tell I damaged any of this cargo? How? I could claim no damage. I did nothing. Wasn't me. I would have loved the game to give me cargo damage. I've been like, yeah, nope. I'm not having any of that. Oh, this is it. This is our stop. Slam on the brakes. As I'm admiring. Oh, did you? Update for the Extra Life trailers pushed this to Steam. So liftgate door Hold on. Here, let me read this. The liftgate door and the rear door wings are colored appropriately, as well as turnpike doubles. Nice. I'll have to check that out then. I'll have to buy some more trailers then. In fact, I think this is the... do I have it on my career profile? I think I do have that loaded on my career profile. I should have it on this profile too. Let me park this real quick and we'll take a look. Oh. This is going to be interesting because I didn't really leave myself a lot of turning radius here. Let's see if I can get in here. Yeah, I haven't. I should be subscribed to Steam. I think I am. I think I subscribe. I don't know. I'll have to check. If not, then yeah, I'm going to do that because then it'll make it easier for the updates. All right. Obviously, we're gonna. Oh my God, do that. But yeah, I'll have to see. I'm pretty sure I subscribed to Steam once you put it up there. Yes, I'm coming. Are you guys going to leave now? Okay, yeah, I'll be ready by then. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Where am I going, by the way? I can't. I'll see it next time, kiddo. Where the hell am I going? Shut up. It's going to take me another hour to park. I think I have to, yes. Oh my God. I don't think I'm getting this job done in 10 minutes. There's no way. I don't think I'm going to be able to park there. Yeah, but as much as I want to give this parking job a try, I think I'm going to have to cut it short. Because we are literally up against the wire here to get in the car to track practice. I'm going to have to spin around here, and I don't have a lot of maneuvering room here. It's going to be interesting. See, I've got like no room here. This is going to be interesting. There we go. All right. Nope, wrong way, wrong way. I knew I was going to do that. See, I got that there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to. There's no way. I actually have to come in at an angle on this is what I have to do. Look at that. If I could park it there, I'd be done. I could park it there, I'd be done. I have to actually come in like this. My God, this is an interesting spot here. Now I got to remember to turn it the right way. Now I have to cut it back here. Oh, we might actually get it. We might actually get it. I think we got it. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I think we got it. Oh, wrong button. I wanted to go forward. We can actually straighten this out now. All right, there we go. Nope, wrong way again. Let's straighten it out that way. There we go. Look at that. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. There we go. Yeah, I will absolutely take that. I'll absolutely take that. Shut off the engine. And I gotta say bye. I gotta say thank you for joining me, everyone. Much appreciated today. It's been fun. I enjoyed this drive. I enjoyed everybody hanging out with me today. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the hosts, everyone. But I literally gotta run. I gotta go. So thank you for joining me, everyone. Like I said, if you can join us again right here tonight, sometime between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern time, we should be on for ETS 2. It'll be much appreciated. But thank you again, everyone. It's been a pleasure hosting you today. Like I said, we try to do this every weekend right here on RMG Gaming 2. Some trucking, and of course, we'll throw in some others of our simulators too. It's the meat. It's the finals today, the Area C Championship. So that's why I got to get running. So thank you, everyone. Much, much appreciated. I will catch everybody later. Until next time, I am BJ Weiler, and I will see you in game. And I got to remember to get a proper air horn for this thing. I will see you in game and on the roads. Thank you, everyone. Yes, thank you, thank you. Best of luck indeed. If she does qualify, we end up having to go to Philadelphia on the 1st for at Franklin Stadium. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, thank you, everyone. I will catch everyone next time. Be sure to follow if you liked what you saw here today. More of that coming every weekend. And in the meantime, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Much, much appreciated. I will catch everybody. I know I'm getting tired. I'll catch her. Oh, wait a minute. I got to do this. Wrong button. I'll catch everybody later. Thanks, everybody.